A very good afternoon to you, our viewers, and welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Shegun Odwayo, and you know exactly what we do here on the Roundtable. We talk about tidbits, we give you tidbits about happenings in the world of politics and how they affect the Nigerian people. We don't do. A very good afternoon to you, our viewers. My name is Shegun Odwayo. Welcome to the Roundtable. And on the show today, I have two wonderful men. Together, we'll be analyzing issues happening in the polity, and of course, we'll be discussing how it concerns the Nigerian people. To my left, Femi Morgan. Very good afternoon to you, Femi Morgan.
Thank you so much.
The professor himself,
Thank you.
who honors us with his time and intellectual prowess.
Thank you.
To my right is Amit Fateh,
Good afternoon.
the man who is alive. I mean, nobody is alive and has to talk who is alive.
I mean,
is here, alive, and sound.
very
I
sound.
recently won an award as well, the Enemy Award, one of our winners.
I mean, you
in
did
11.
you did as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations
Congratulations to you, Shegun.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
You are the light that shines forth before us.
You are the star
Before
that brightens our world.
Anyway, we are not here for any of that, but we just have to make mention of it. And very quickly, how do we begin? We're beginning with the River State situation. I remember that in recent time, the governor of River State, Sir Sim Fubara, and his boss or his leader, as the case may be, the current minister of the FCT, in person of Mr. Eson Wike, had issues, serious issues that ensured that there was serious chaos in the state. The assembly complex was pulled down. The people honorable members were decamping from one party to the other, and there was tension in the air. However, the president called for a meeting. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, called for a meeting where there were lots of signatures and decisions were made. Everybody was signing, including the ruling party in River State and the opposition party. The two party chairmen were signing. Eson Wike, the minister, was signing. Fubara, the governor, was signing. People were signing, and a whole lot of things. But very quickly, should that be happening? Is that the job of the president? Is it to be dictating? Are we in an authoritarian system?
No,
Or you don't consider that to be authoritarian?
no. I don't think that we are being fair to the president to say it is authoritarian. The president wants peace. He understands the economic import of that state, and he wants peace. And he's doing every other thing to make sure that there is peace. Where the challenge is peace at whose detriment? Is it the detriment of the governor or the detriment of the godfather? My expectation for peace is find middle grounds in which the governor is comfortable and has won some victories. And then the godfather is comfortable and has won some victories. Losses on this side, losses on the other side, everybody bears his wounds and takes home some level of victory. But an agreement that returns 27 members of the House back to the House, APC members, pro-Wike members, majority, means that the decision-making of Rivers going forward is out of the hands of a governor that does not have majority in the House. That's democratic principle. Secondly, the commissioners that resigned voluntarily, you want them back. It means that you are appointing monitoring spirits in quotes.
The former speaker will be in charge. The guys that
It means that you are appointing monitoring spirits in quotes. People you cannot say, Commissioner for Health, do this. Commissioner for Education, do this. You will be saying, these people are not my people, but they are forcefully here with me. It's a dilemma for the governor. Wike, perhaps having cajoled Mr. President, may have won this phase of the war.
Very, very quickly now, he is saying Wike has won the war. Elders in River State equally made a statement saying that it was one-sided. Is this victory for Wike, or do you think it's not?
If we had to be very realistic, we'll realize that truly the win is for the FCT minister. because at the end of the day, his wishes have come alive. However, we have to note that democracy should not be run in this way. I will completely disagree with Morgan, where he said that the president wasn't going out of his place. You know, yes, I understand that Rivers State is a state where is of interest because of the economic relevance of the state to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. However, we have to also understand that we are in a democratic system of government whereby, how do I put it now? Whereby we have two parties or multiple party systems in the country where people elect certain persons to lead them. When the people of Rivers State wanted Wike to be governor of their state, they gave him 8 good years as governor. And when his term was over, he became an ex-governor, and someone else assumed the position. Regardless of the means that the person assumed the position, I believe Wike should not be nosing around into the affairs of Rivers State. When Wike was governor of Rivers State, the question we should be asking ourselves is who dares nose into the affairs of Rivers State when Wike was a governor? When we all know the kind of governor Wike was when he was ruling Rivers State.
I think for me, I think the question here is the president got involved. In fact, this is the second state now that is
I mean,
he will be getting involved in everything.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. That it's not progressive for democracy. It means that we more or less have a one-party system in the country. And I said it earlier, some weeks back on Roundtable here, that I see Tinubu as a president who wants Nigeria all to himself, who wants his own voice to reflect and become power in every part of the country. And that is not good for democracy.
And you don't think he's trying to settle matters and ensure chaos?
No. It is not about settling matters alone, because he has an advantage. He has something he's benefiting from those things he's doing. It is not that he's doing it for the sake of wanting peace. No. He's doing it to set an agenda. He's doing it. He's already looking. He's become the president already. He's already looking at 2027. Okay. He's already trying to make efforts to put certain measures in place for him to be able to be voted in again in 2027. That's what he's doing. And I do not think that is progressive for democracy in Nigeria. I mean, it is drawing us backwards. It's not bringing us forward. I mean, why we have what we call democracy in the country is for us as Nigerians to be able to say that, okay, these are the leaders that we want. But when we have a case whereby one person is wanting to bring everything to himself, wanting to be the factor that determines everything, then it is not progressive. I'm sorry.
All right. Now, back to you now, because this is becoming really juicy.
Yeah.
Authoritarian is what is speaking. You feel is not authoritarian. But now, winners and losers. Where exactly do the Rivers people stand? Their assembly complex is down. Of course, I know the government gave excuses, or they give reasons. Let me say the excuses is sounding like I'm judgmental already. They give reasons, but many persons still feel those reasons were watery.
Very watery reasons
of the Rivers people, because it is the Rivers people who own that building is down. Winners have been settled. You come back. The only thing that cannot come back is that
complex. It reminds me of the Roman emperor who, out of anger, set fire on Rome. You know, I can't remember his name right now. So we have a governor who has shown rashness, quick judgment, which is not the best quality of a leader. Quick, rash, we ask ourselves, when we say rule of law, constitutionality, democracy, like my friend Hamid has said, we must also understand politics is being played here. And in politics, all is fair in love and war. And so, if we look at the issue of the assembly complex, what is being played out there means that, like I said earlier, no other law or no law can be established until there is a building renamed assembly complex. Either they will find one school in Rivers
and rename it,
or they will find one local government in Rivers and name it State House of Assembly, what matters to the law is that there has to be a building named.
Yes.
So that can be set in motion.
And the budget is meant to be what's it called?
That budget will not work.
Budget again before the people.
That budget will not work before the new man that has been assigned before the Speaker of the House of Assembly under the APC. It will not work. There are still new wars to be fought. This war in Rivers is not going to end by an intervention of the president. This new intervention is not going to end. There will be more brewing issues that will come up. The governor will wake up and realize that he has signed himself into some kind of Aburi Accord. And then when he goes back to the east,
he will realize that
he will wake up and say, no, this
I'm saying no.
And then there will be trouble again. Let me comment on Hamid's position. I respect his position, but his position is in the ideal. It's in the realm of the ideal. The realm of the ideal says this is democracy, this is progressivism, this is how it should be.
As it should be. Yeah.
Which is what journalism is. But in politics, there are back rooms. There are cards that are being played. There are chesses that are being moved. And in
the board does not remain the same.
The board never remains the same. And in this chess movement, I agree with him when he says the president is landmarking Rivers. This conflict is giving him an opportunity to landmark Rivers and say in 2027 or 2020, when is that?
Are we saying
we are going to win Rivers?
Are we saying we had a president before who did not care? Fight in Sokoto, fight anywhere, you will settle your issues. Abuja then was not really interested. And now we have a president that has successfully settled Ondo, or so it seems, that has successfully settled Rivers, or so it seems. And now we are saying it's politics.
The president has one power for Rivers, and the governor understands it. You just declare one state of emergency, remove the governor, and bring one military administrator. The governor understands that if this implodes, that is what's going to happen.
Some people are even
if we even go back to constitutionality, the governor can wake up the president can wake up one day and say no, because of what is happening in Rivers, because of the implosion, the whatever, they can manufacture implosion at any time. Anybody can manufacture implosion in Rivers.
I agree. It's always artificial.
You know, and then the president will wake up and say, Major General, so is the governor of Rivers State. There's nothing we can do on this table and anywhere.
We saw it happen in Ekiti.
Anywhere. You can't. I think
with
it was
the military man
Olurin.
Yeah.
So the governor of Rivers understands that even if I make certain moves, if these moves lead to huge implosion, I will leave this seat for one military general. It's the truth.
Morgan.
All right. I think we should conclude. Let's conclude now, Hamid. Because
you were saying something earlier. You were saying that we had a president who Abuja was not always involved in.
Yeah, Abuja was not involved.
That's you are partly supporting my own stance.
No. Okay.
Now, this is the angle I'm coming from. I'm saying that the past president, Buhari, Major General Buhari, was not involved in those politricings because he's not an ideal politician. But now we have a politician as president, someone who over the years has done nothing but politics, in my own books, has the idea of how to bring people and make them ease. That is what is exactly happening. That is why there is a complete difference between
the ex-president,
and the current president. And I'm saying it again, that if care is not taken, we are going to get into a situation whereby we mostly would have a rotten away opposition party in Nigeria. We can start looking at some states here today in Nigeria. Look at Kano State. Look at what is happening there. We can say that it was APC PDP before, but here we are, NMPP was taken out of this thing. And you can see after the election, the NNPP man and the president, you can see that they are in caucus. Look at what is happening in Oyo State. The president did not even, he was telling his own party candidate at the campaign ground when they were campaigning for governorship election that he has to be able to work to be able to win the election in the state. And at the end of the day,
that's a normal advice.
No, the president himself knows what was going to happen. And at the end of the day, the opposition won in the state. The opposition party of the president won in the state, which was the ruling party in the state. And it is evidential that the ruling party in the state supported the ambition of the president. Yes. And we can also see what is panning out now in Rivers State. APC and PDP. You understand? We can see what is happening in Rivers State now. We can see 27 or 24 lawmakers leaving of 32 leaving PDP to join APC. That is a monsterful move from the president, and it tells you what we are going to be seeing. I mean, this we mentioned 3 states now, 4 states in the space of 5-6 months. Now, tell me what is going to be happening in the next 4 years.
All right, that's why I love these guys. Having these guys in the studio, they will treat the topic from the very beginning up until the roots, and they will take you deep down, even beyond where the natural mind may not want to go. Unfortunately, time is not our friend. We have to move to the next topic. And what exactly are we talking about? The issue of cash crunch. We are back to those days. I mean, this same last year, around December, January, just before the election. Personally, I saw hell. And I mean, because we go out, we have to bring the food, which is the news, to the people, to the masses. So we have to go out and source for it and bring it over. And as we are sourcing for news, we are sourcing for money to move. I mean, we saw some things during that period. And a few days ago, I experienced it again. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, I've been reading about it on social media. And before you could say Jack Robinson, it was spreading. Last week, friends in Ondo, Akure, people were saying it was coming up. You can't withdraw more than 5,000 naira in the bank. Some people are saying it was 10,000 naira in Lagos. Now, if you with 10K POS from the POS lady or the POS boy or guy, you have to pay, is it 400 naira now or 500 naira, something that was naturally 200. I mean, we are back to the days of the past. Let me start with you, I mean. We are back to the past. What is the difference between the Emefiele, last days of Emefiele and the beginning of Cardozo?
I strongly think that the problem we are having is a problem of we as Nigerians. Now, when the CBN, because we just started noticing it. Number one, the fear of our people or the assumption of our people that something is going to happen can land us into trouble. About 2-3 months ago was when this issue started, and CBN released a statement that the monies in our banks, as the circulation has not changed. Nothing stopped the monies that was going in and going out, and the government themselves was able to say that we are not going to stop the spending of old naira notes. In fact, the 2 notes can be spent together. That was why the court made that judgment as soon as possible. It was because the CBN themselves have seen a foresight that if we are going this way with the news that was going around on the internet at the time, we might land into trouble of cash crunch. Now we have now find ourselves there because our people are the ones that have made us get ourselves in that situation. Now the banks are the CBN, for example, is saying that money is outside, money is in circulation. Then where is our money being kept? I mean, then we have.
I'm using myself as an
example. Yes, I understand. They are at the receiving end. I'm not saying they are not at the receiving end. I'm saying that the CBN should be asking questions of the banks.
Now,
why are monies that are in circulation being held by the banks? What is happening? This is not happening 3 months ago. It's not happening 4 months ago. I mean 5 months ago. It's not happening since about February this year.
A few weeks now.
Now, just a few weeks ago, or let me say a week ago, we started complaining about cash crunch. So it tells us that it is some people somewhere deliberately trying to instill pain in the, and I think that for President Bola Tinubu, who has not really gained support of the masses, for example, for someone like me, I am not really impressed so far by the policies of his administration. So for someone who has not really gained the support of the masses, this should not be another challenge that he should be facing. So he should, as a matter of urgency, as a matter of time, order the CBN to enforce laws on our banks, and they should ensure that they release money, or rather tell banks to leave out every cash they are holding back. Let it flush out to the masses, and let the masses be able to spend. Because if we are not able to do that, I'm telling you, this festive season will be a terrible season.
Starting on that note already, but very quickly now, the lady, I'm using that lady I don't know, is it yesterday, today, or this week? I said, oh, what's the problem? I mean, I just wanted to get her innocent opinion. She said, is this new government, many people on the streets do not exactly have answers to this question. Everybody is just, of course, which is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. The buck stops at the desk of the president. And the lady was saying, it was the president. She didn't even know there was a case in court. She did nothing. All like that. This new government, since they don't enter, they don't make life. That was her opinion. Of course, we did a little bit of education there, but I'm so sure immediately I left, what was in her head
she will return
came back to But now, how do we go about explaining to people what is going on? I mean, why can't people have access to their money? I paid extra as a person. Everybody on that queue paid extra. You have probably been paying extra. He has probably been paying extra. Our viewers have probably been paying extra. And it's even worse outside of Lagos. Ondo started 2 weeks ago. That's what I'm saying, weeks ago. Ekiti started weeks ago. It only probably became news in Lagos, and then that was when it became news everywhere.
Yeah.
What is going on? Mama Bosse needs her money.
That woman,
needs
that woman
money.
who is saying that since Tinubu, President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, respectfully, has come into government, her life has not changed and life has become strange. Yeah. It's really not lying. It's her reality. It's the fact that policies that should change her life are still in paperwork. They have not reached her. True. Where she is. True. So and
there are millions of people like
she's
that.
not lying. Yes. Educate her from now till tomorrow.
No. All I was I've been saying was,
try to educate her.
Try to educate her.
Or try to educate her. The reality is the reality. Yeah. Let's go to the cash crunch.
Yes, grassroots.
The issue of cash crunch is both reactionary and economic. Reactionary in the sense that Nigerians are quick to see that certain things are not moving, certain things are off. You go to the bank, you say you want to withdraw 10,000, they say we only have 7,000. You tell your friend tells your friend something is going on that is not right. Everybody move.
Keep the money.
Let's keep the money. You go to the places where you usually would have cash flow and they don't have cash flow. You tell yourself, it's a survival instinct that has been built.
You go to get fuel, you find cars.
It's a survival instinct that has been built far back into the Abacha days, that once you see certain things that are not working, you quickly secure yourself.
Carry your body, local balance. Carry
your body, and that is playing out. And that's what played out. CBN tried to intervene with laws, with all of that. The Attorney General of Federation went to court and all of that. I don't think they did their PR well. When you do such moves.
But do they need PR?
They need PR.
We need reality.
No, they need PR. You go to court, the court enforces such moves. You do PR, proper PR, and then you do proper enforcement. Proper enforcement is what they did. Proper enforcement is what Hamid is saying. Yeah. Let's not forget, we are Nigerians. We see opportunities
in everything.
In everything.
Even when others are dying.
Everything. There's a cash crunch. One funny banker will say, cash crunch.
Let me use it to eat.
Let me give this money to POS. Let him help me double it. Instead, people will be waiting for their cash. This funny banker, imaginary, will pick money, give it to POS. POS will be doubling the money while people are waiting in the banks.
That is why I'm saying exactly that it is our people that is causing us this problem.
compared to the dollar. And in the U-tide, our boys from abroad, they start coming.
They have come.
I just got back. They are here already.
Our boys from abroad start coming, and they come with dollars, and they want to change that dollars to naira.
They are here already.
And there's not enough naira.
He knows them.
There's not enough naira for me and Amin, who are just
going about
their daily business. These dollar guys have come.
The pounds boys.
The pounds boys have come. Of different ages. And the standard businessman knows the pounds boys have come. Let me hold the naira I have, so that when the dollar comes, we do business. You know, and all of that is playing out to affect us. This naira scarcity is both reactionary and economic. That's my opinion.
You see why we have these guys here. I mean, look at us talking about these issues. You know, the funny thing is, the man out there, the woman out there, will listen to Femi Morgan and just do the blah 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 thing. We listen to Amit Fateh and just do the blah 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 thing. What is most important to these persons here is that they can feel cash.
Yes.
You know, someone goes to the POS lady, wants to get 5,000, 10,000, and you're asking him to pay 400, 500. Is that bad? And the person pays 500. There is, naturally in his heart, he will not want to pray for the president. He will not want to pray for anybody. The person will just be angry because even the 5,000 naira that the man withdrew to buy one or two things, since prices have increased, he wants to just, you know, buy 5 liters for his family so that they can, you know, enjoy a good evening.
So sorry, I think we need more naira in the circulation. We need.
But the CBN have said.
I also think we need, like Emefiele tried to do, we need the CBN and the monitoring teams to begin to go to the banks. They need to go to the bank, just like Emefiele tried, but this time
they are not working enough.
This time they need to go to those banks. You don't circulate money, close your bank. Sanctions, heavy ones.
I mean, the bank the CBN should be able to detect the amount of money that is going out of banks.
You know the amount of money
that is going out of a particular bank.
An example, guy. Look at the FX.
You find them 5 million.
Look at the FX situation.
My brother.
Look at the FX situation.
My brother.
It shouldn't be that bad. It should not be that bad.
Yes.
But it is that bad.
Okay.
What have we done to it? Rhetorics.
My brother.
Rhetorics. The same thing is starting now, and it's looking like they may not. It will probably get worse. Today is Thursday. This weekend.
The FX situation too is economics. So my
brother.
That is standard.
So now
I'm saying that
the monitoring team now. The monitor. They are. I know. According to information, of course, they are monitoring teams.
Of course.
Yes. Standard monitoring teams.
Yet we are in this mess.
Exactly what I'm saying, that those people are not doing their jobs.
They're not doing their jobs well enough.
The CBN is not doing his job. If the president, for example, who has not proved himself to Nigerians yet, orders the CBN to ensure that there is enough money in circulation, then we will be here. By Monday, by tomorrow, there will be improvement, because the banks themselves should have known that the president have issued an executive statement ordering them to release money in circulation.
And also should be on his feet at this moment.
Alright, it's the 21st day of December, and you know what that means in Nigeria. It's fun time. Many offices are closing for the year. Families are reuniting. So if there was a time when we did not need this cash crunch problem, it is now. This is the time we do not need this cash crunch problem. I should not have my money and not be able to spend it. I should not have my money and start begging for my funds. The government should not take us back to December 2022 and January 2023. It was terrible. It was really terrible for many persons, including myself speaking. We had very bad experiences. And then it looks like that is what we are getting to right now. This is introduction to January 2023. That's what we are doing in December. Whoever is involved in this, if this is your job, please handle it, and handle it fast. Because the Nigerian people can no longer continue like this, if I'm permitted to use the words of comrades. Nigerian people can no longer continue like this. You can't be using cash to buy cash. You can't be hopping from one POS person to the other. ATM machines are already something else. It's already a complete mess almost every time.
Of course.
Almost every time of the day right now. So
moribund machines.
Sure places right now, your POS plugs, and then you come in getting cash and paying cash for cash. I mean, something must be done about it. Very quickly move to the third topic, which is the last for the day, and then you are beginning to wonder what is the third topic, what is the last topic for the day. How do we go about the new solution, I mean the new resolution of the Nigerian government, where they are saying 50% off fares for everybody who will be traveling between now and early next year? And somebody was asking on social media, he said I carry my car, for example, now I come to Berger and I'm saying I'm going to maybe Asaba, for example. I mean, did the president pay me to, did the government pay me to carry at reduced fare? Am I buying fuel at reduced price? Of course, the government has also come out to express, further express how they were planning to do that. The official known public bosses, they said they've gotten them involved. They know, I mean, of course, I don't want to mention their names, they didn't pay for advert, unfortunately. But you know their names are the guys that you go to at Paja, the guys that you go to at Ojota when you are going to various destinations. The government have said they've met with them and that there's a deal with them. And of course, also the Lagos-Ibadan trains have been thrown open. I saw it on somebody's social media
it's
today.
free.
They are, people have been buying for 29, and today, as of today, people are securing tickets for 20. You know, people have free things. If you don't have, I mean, naturally, if you don't have any business there, you should just, you know, but people have already, from this morning, 10 minutes after it was announced, people are already posting and sending to their friends. It's free, oh, pick for 20. People naturally will not have any business in it, but anyway, a good one there. But now, the question is, how does it touch everybody? Then somebody asked a major question. Does it mean that the government know that things are hard for people and then you only want to reduce the suffering in quote now for some days, and after those days are over, now their suffering continues? Is that what they are saying? I think I should start with Femi Morgan this time. Is that good news, or I mean, are you just still keeping our troubled days?
I'm just surprised that a man who is supposed to be a strategist, an economic strategist, a man who we believed should have a good economic team.
Where are we?
Many Nigerians. That's why he was voted
8 million
into power. Whether you agree or not, he's the president.
Anybody that voted, of course, I get. No, you just said we, like, yeah.
So, you know, you expect him to have programs that are streamlined to last and not programs that are rushed. These are rushed programs. The people had to criticize a broad announcement, a clean sweep announcement for you to activate certain relationships that you have. Apologies to the president. And yes, those moves are good, but those moves are not sustainable. They are not. Until you can attack the issue of the fuel price, until you can do something about FX, until you can make the standard of living better, you are just making a mess of the whole situation. Talk to, you don't want to mention their name, but me, I'm not afraid. Go and have meetings with NURT from now to tomorrow. There will still be people who would renege within them because the fuel price is not subsidized.
This is not just opportunity for some people to chop, in quotes now, chop money
again. The fuel price is not subsidized for them. Are you paying them
to they must have had a due.
Are you paying them to leave people? If you are, will you do that in January?
It will end, I think, January 4 or so.
Will you do it in February?
No. Are we doing that in March?
No. So you are just giving us something to taste.
Smell the soup.
Smell the soup, and then you take it back, and Nigerians go back to square one. It's not making sense. Mr. President, sorry, it's not making sense.
Very quickly, Amit Fateh, 50% slash, wise or unwise?
Very unwise decision. Completely unwise decision. Completely unthought decision. I don't think it was well thought, sincerely. And why did I say that this policy is not well thought? It's because how does the Minister of Transportation came out yesterday to say that what they plan to do is to pay 50% of the slashed amount of money to the
Public buses.
to the public buses now. Now, if they are intending to pay them, how do they intend to do it? Now, they are saying that, oh, they have a manifest. That was what he said yesterday night. He said they have a manifest where they write the names of people who travel and all of that.
Amid and Sons,
So,
they're just hustling on Lagos.
I mean,
now is not involved.
now, the funny thing about the entire situation is the fact that when are they intending to pay these drivers? That's the question we should be asking.
People have started traveling already.
Because people have started traveling already. Now, you want to pay a driver, you are saying that, okay, if you are taking IMO, for example, at 40,000 naira in my own company, Amid and Sons Transport Limited, we are taking IMO stay for 40,000 naira. Then the president is telling me that, oh, Amid and Sons, come here.
Take 20.
I'm going to, no, not take 20. I am going to pay you 20.
Per bus.
Not take 20. It is different. That is where we should not make a mistake. The government has not paid. The government only said we are going to, not we've paid or take.
And the question is when.
Exactly. Now that's the question. That's where I'm going to.
So that you can activate it on your passenger.
Where I am going to.
And the question is, will it be activated after you pay?
When will no? It's not even
Is
a problem.
monitoring?
No, wait. It's not even a problem.
I can
Of
collect
whether
the
the
money
government is
and not
going to pay or
activate.
not.
Yes,
No,
yes,
the government
indeed.
is going to pay. You get. But when is government going to pay them? When these people have to make the travels now.
Now, the people are making travels already.
People have started traveling for Christmas and for New Year already.
Yes. This
Now,
20th.
I am to pay 40,000 naira, for example, because I'm going to Anambra State, and the driver is saying that, okay, the government is saying that I should go and pay 20,000 naira instead of paying 40,000 naira. Where does the driver get the money to buy fuel to replace that 20,000 naira when the government is not paying him immediately for the 20,000 naira trip that they are subsidizing my whole journey for? It is not going to work anywhere. This is just another perfect means for NURTW, for example, to siphon money. Again, it continues to prove the fact that over time, a certain persons in government it's just so crazy, honestly. I do not think this is going to work.
Unfortunately, that is how far time can permit us. It's been a very interesting day here today, like we always do on Thursdays by 2 p.m. Whenever it's time for the round table. We do come to this table that is round, and we discuss, of course, talk about
we trash the issues.
Yeah, eating of the polity and as it affects Nigerians. On behalf of Femi Morgan and Hamid Fateh and everybody in the production team, my name is Shegodon, and saying have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. The weekend starts tomorrow. Don't be weekend by the weekend. Stay out of trouble.